All right, good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining. We'll be with you in about 5 minutes to start the webinar.
Good morning, everybody. We're excited for today. It's our kickoff to Maple Ridge Farms webinar series for the next 3 weeks. Krista's going to be presenting for us. Krista, do you know there's like 58 days, selling days until the holidays? Are you
Well,
ready?
that's actually insane. The year goes by so fast, and I feel like every year we say it goes quicker. But I looked at my calendar this morning, and we're already into the first week of October, and I just can't even believe it.
And every year, what does everybody say? I'm going to start buying early. I'm going to start buying
Yep,
early. And
yep,
every year, it's like the same buying pattern of Americans, right? We do
yep.
the same thing every year. So we're here to help you get a little kickstart, show some delicious products to your customers, and remind them how we can help handle their entire gift program. I wish somebody could handle my entire gift program for my holidays. That'd be nice.
Me too.
We got a poll out here right now. Just curious about everybody's customers. Like, have you asked the question to your clients? Are you buying holiday food gifts? Just taking a quick poll to see what everybody thinks. Get some responses here, and I'll share that once we have the final. Chris, I know in other webinars we talk about how gourmet food gifts, or even food in general, create such memories. Can you remember, like, what is one of your most memorable food moments? Do you have one?
Yeah, I have a lot. Our
I love
family
it.
Our family, we're huge foodies on my mom's side in particular. But on my dad's side, when my great grandparents were still alive, so they passed when I was about 4, but I can still remember this. Every time that we went over to my great grandma's house, she had those pink wafer cookies in a cookie jar. And I vividly remember going over there and being so excited every time that we go there. The first thing I did was walk in the door, give her a hug, right? And then she would open up the cookie jar and I would just smell the strawberry cookies and then I would pull one out and then the first one's gone and then it's great grandma, can I please have one more? Um, so that I actually talk about quite often still, even every time that I see those strawberry wafer cookies in the store, it always brings back that memory for me.
That's awesome. I love that. I didn't realize that strawberry flavor for like candies and cookies is like a hard flavor to recreate to actually get the right flavor for strawberries. Like,
I believe that. Yeah. Give it one more minute, Joelle.
sure.
Okay. One more minute. I see the participants are still coming in, so it's exciting to see.
Krista, I'm sharing the poll from this morning already. So it's interesting.
Okay. I
Can you
can't
see
see
it?
it, Joelle, if you want to share it
Okay.
with me.
Let's see. It says it's sharing. Okay, so are your clients buying holiday food gifts? I didn't ask if they're buying from you, but I said, are your clients buying holiday food gifts? So 50% said yes, they're buying holiday food gifts.
Okay.
20% said no, and 31% said I don't know. So
Interesting.
Interesting, right? Coming upon the holidays, now we all know what we need to start asking our clients, right?
Yep.
That's one of the case histories I think Krista's going to cover today too.
Yes. Yep. We'll get
All
into
right.
some numbers and things too.
All
And I
right. It's
think,
10
well, we
o'clock. I
go
think we
ahead.
can
Okay.
start getting ready.
All right, awesome. Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to today's webinar. It's going to be all about Food Gifting 101. Thank you for being here today. We certainly value and appreciate your time and that you're sharing with us this morning. My name is Krista, and I'm a sales consultant with Maybridge Farms, and I get the pleasure of joining you this morning to help ramp up your gourmet gift knowledge. And then also joining us today is Joelle, and she is monitoring the chat area for any incoming questions, so don't be afraid to join the conversation. We look forward to spending time with you this morning. Okay, so what's on today's menu? So today is all about Food Gifting 101 and what you can offer your clients through a partnership of food gifting with Maple Ridge Farms. So I'm going to share where we're seeing the best opportunities. We're going to share some marketing tips and tricks to go to market with your clients, go through our current promotions, and then we'll have some time at the end to go through some Q&A. So write down those questions, put them in the chat. We'll get to them at the end. Okay, so kind of digging right in. Our core team has over 160 years of combined experience in selling gourmet food gifts. And the value and worth behind those 160 years is truly remarkable. We have about 28 full-time staff members, and then come fourth quarter, we ramp up to about 280 employees to really help create the magic through gift giving. Food is all that we do. We truly do feel and like to say that we are the quote unquote experts in this arena. We're very passionate about what we do, and our service is extraordinary. Quality is our first and foremost core value, and our freshness is not compromised. We are relationship centric, which creates the atmosphere for creating a trustworthy brand legacy with you, and then for you to create with your clients as well. And because of all these things, Maple Ridge Farms is the #1 premier food gift partner in the promote industry. And we do also go another step further. We do offer a give back program because for many buyers, not only is a thoughtful branded gift important, but knowing that there's a connect with community and giving back can also be of value. We do have select items in our line that offer a give back to Habitat for Humanity, with 15% of the profits being donated. Okay, and it's been amazing to watch the type of markets that purchase food gifts really open during the past few years. Our typical buyers certainly have stayed loyal, but we really don't rule out any market with the idea of gourmet food gifts as a solution to those marketing needs. So all categories that you're seeing listed there are staying strong into the fourth quarter. And then of course, we'll be ramping up with holiday gifting as well. Okay, and looking at the scope of products that we offer, everything from charcuterie boards, delicious chocolates, they're literally mouth-watering, different bakery goods from coffee cakes, cookies. We offer smoked hams and a turkey breast. And then we have a new line of sweeter cards items, and even more items. Hope you're not too hungry. We aim to have a little bit of everything so that everybody can join in and enjoy on the food gifting fun. Okay, so why are memories of food so powerful? So for those that weren't in, Joelle had asked me if I have any favorite food memories. So back to the time that I was, even 4, maybe even earlier, I remember going to my great grandma's house, and she would always have these specific cookies for us. And I very vividly remember them, see them, smell them, everything about them. And I know that we can all think about an experience with food that immediately takes us back in time and the overpowering and overwhelming sensation that floods our senses. So if you can attach that awareness to a brand, you can create an unforgettable impression. Food is one of the very few gifts that embodies all 5 senses. So we have the sight, right? So obviously the first impression of seeing the gift, whether it's a tower, a charcuterie board, gift box, whatever it may be, the sight of unboxing the gift and the impression that's created within that gift. Then you have the smell of deliciousness when the gift is unwrapped, the aroma of the chocolates or whatever food gift you received that really fills your senses as you're unraveling each box. The feel, I would guess we've all licked our fingers after leaving a small amount of caramel or chocolate on our fingers, going back and really trying to savor that taste. And then which really leads us into the taste. So after that first bite, those endorphin levels are on the rise and your brand is making a very strong impression. and your buyers are ready to make decisions. So with the fourth quarter in full swing already, which is insane, the timeline shows us that by October, you can see about 41%. So the majority of the makers are finalizing their holiday programs, not starting them, finalizing them. So to be considered in their mix, now is the time to be in front of your customers, showing them that you have what they need and that you're their only source for a memorable food gift program. Okay, so now that you've marketed yourself as your customer's platinum source for food gifting, let's help position you as the expert in delivering an epic food gift experience. So what are the benefits when they buy from you versus big box companies, which unfortunately they will do last minute if they don't know that they can come to you for a food gift solution as well? So there's the convenience factor, right? Business gift buyers don't want to waste a lot of time and money sending their employees out to a retail store to look for gifts, or even worse, have those employees spend hours trying to find the right gifts online. If they knew the same marketing partner who provides them with branded tumblers, apparel, tech goods, any of their branded items could also provide them exceptional tasting food gifts, they would certainly prefer to purchase with you because they already have the trusted partnership with you. So the value and quality also comes into play. We create gifts considering your image, your time, the value that you can offer to your clients in creating that memorable experience. And our goal is to build your customer's brand and not ours. So our gifts are packed fresh to order, and our facility is regulated and subject to inspection by the FDA. And there's no catalogs or literature in our gifts. Our gifts are simply that, they are gifts. So you will not find things like catalogs, unless you request to have them sent, different literature, discount codes or coupons that one would find in food gifts from mail order and big box companies. Again, their brand, not ours. We promote your customer's brand and image. And then we also offer multiple delivery options. So we can ship to one location or various locations across the country. We've done this for over 40 years. So we really do know how to deliver here. And then the trust factor. Our flavor is positively memorable. With over 40 years of food gifting, again, food is all that we do. Our team is here to help guide you to ask the questions necessary to deliver that unforgettable food gift experience for your clients. Okay, so a lot of times, food gifts are thought to only be holiday specific gifts, right? But the good news is food gifts can actually be used for 365 days a year for all different reasons. Some ideas to kind of spark that conversation of how to use food gifts with your clients. Again, outside of holiday can be things like onboarding gifts, referral and recruiting gifts, different appreciation days that may be coming up, milestone gifts like anniversary gifts, birthday gifts, thank you gifts. Again, the list kind of goes on. Food is never a wrong answer for a solution in gift giving. Okay, one of the most frequently asked questions is, so who's buying gourmet gift programs and who should I be calling on? So taking a look at this graph here, financial services, technology companies, and banks to remain the top 3 industries. And those are followed by insurance companies, construction companies, medical and business services. But again, we don't rule out any market for food gifting. And then who to contact, smaller companies, typically the owner. And then for larger companies, typically HR, and sometimes even their marketing director. And so about 70% of our business comes from our standard gift line. The other about 30% is built custom, which can fall into 2 different categories. So we have what we call substitutions, which is where we are simply swapping out food components for any gift in our line. And then we have kitting, which is when we are sent other promotional products to be kitted with our gifts, which we then pack and ship from our facility. This can be anything from, a pen, a mug, a journal, blankets, apparels, or a combination of all of those items as well. Okay, so how kitting works, typically, we get a request from a distributor who contacts us with a client's request. So once we know things like the budget, the quantity of gifts needed, if there's any sort of a theme that's super helpful, and any customer food and packaging preferences, we then turn it over to our special order team. And within a short period of time, we will get back to you with some great ideas. And then again, we can have the items sent to us. We pack them with our food gifts, and then we can also handle all of the fulfillment. So we really do take that stress off of you and make it as seamless and simple as possible. Again, all to create a remarkable food gifting experience to further you or your customer's brand legacy. Okay, and we do have many full color packaging options for you and your customers to utilize as well. Anything from custom full color gift boxes, full color sleeves, full color labels. We try to have as many options as possible to really make those visions come to life. Okay, one of our case histories here. So for an in-person conference, Maple Ridge Farms had the pleasure of working with a distributor on a creative approach. So we had our cylinders that offer a fully customizable four-color sleeve allowing the daily agenda of the conference to be printed directly on the food gift package. And then the gift was then used for a room drop for conferences over multiple days. And then they were also placed on the table for each attendee to enjoy the day of the conference. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at these numbers, something to consider. So 61% of holiday gift buyers rank food as the #1 holiday business gift. So well over half of buyers, and they may not know that they can get that service from you and that you can offer that to them. So again, I think Joelle said it was about 30% said that they, you know, respondents said that they didn't know if their customers were doing food. So take that into consideration as well. Um, $7.2 billion is spent annually by businesses purchasing consumable business gifts. So be sure to tap in and really get your share here too. And 26% of Maple Ridge Farms business comes from company store programs. Oftentimes, it isn't known that we offer this service. So we have another webinar coming up on this as well, but I'm going to kind of touch on the basics. So for company store programs, also sometimes called a redemption site, pop-up shop, even an on-demand website as well. There's a couple different names for them. But over 25% of our business comes from these types of programs. So our largest program in 2023 generated over $500,000 in net sales. And most programs do typically, when they add food, between $10,000 to $50,000 in sales with us. But we've been able to help distributors write some pretty incredible company store business. So if you do have company store programs, again, hang tight. We're going to have another full webinar on that as well. But please contact us, take advantage of our expertise, and we will be more than happy to help you cash in on that huge market. I'm kind of tapping on pop-up shops here as well. So what is a pop-up shop? It's a quick and easy web store, similar to a full company store program, but without the long-term commitments. So they're often used for event-driven merch, holiday, which would be perfect for this time of year, short-term promotions, product launches, and other target-specific marketing plans. So what makes them unique is they are typically more personalized and tailored to the project, and typically include a smaller subset of product choices in there as well. Okay, and then in the scenario that a number of gifts will be needed over a select period of time, so let's just say over a year, we have what we call a release program. So how this one works is, the blanket order is placed. We do ask for a 2 times catalog minimum order for the blanket order, but then we will imprint the gift, whether it's the box that's getting imprinted, the ribbon, a cutting board, whatever it may be. And then with that imprinted item, we warehouse for up to a year. And then we wait for the different releases that will be needed. So let's say you need 10 each month. We wait for the release to come in of where we're sending those 10 gifts. Then we'll take the imprinted portion of the gift, pack it with fresh food, and then we typically can turn those orders within 2 business days. Okay, so we had a multinational financial services company that wanted to show their appreciation to their employees. So they had a company, the company created a redemption program, and they selected 10 different items for more than 4,000 employees to choose from, including sports equipment, technology gifts, bags, a charitable donation, as well as 2 food gifts from Maple Ridge. When the employees made their selections, about 21% chose the food gift, which was actually more than any of the other categories. The company was then able to express its gratitude while the employees got to enjoy delicious cheese and chocolate, and the redemption program was a great success for them. And then for the occasions where just one gift is needed, we now have a line available specifically curated for things like thank you gifts, sympathy gifts, anything really where you're just needing one exceptional branded food gift. Okay, so briefly moving into how to go to market with food gifts. So our website offers a mass amount of material for you to go to market with. We want to be sure that you have what you need and you have as much material as possible to go to market with and to use in your marketing efforts. So the Resource Center, you'll find at our homepage on the webpage. Um, It'll be in the top right corner. So the Resource Center, I think right now it's labeled Sales Tools, includes things like e-catalogs and lookbooks, different flyers, videos, tons of helpful content in there. It's all end user friendly as well. And then we have our distributor section, which is password protected. And that password is in the top right corner, all lowercase, the word benefit. And that one kind of goes a step further and also offers things like you can check your order statuses. There's different on-demand webinars for learning opportunities. You're going to find all your self-promotions in there for the year, different sample offerings, more information on company store programs, and again, just tons of information for you to go to market with and to use as educational tools as well. Okay, so here's kind of a look into what is in the sales tool section. Again, all this information is end user friendly. So when you click into the e-catalogs, it'll show you all of our catalogs available. Um, and then you'll see lookbooks, different flyers as well in there. And then for marketing purposes, you'll see all your marketing graphics, lifestyle images, different case histories, an image library. So if you have a specific item that you're marketing, you can find it in that image library. Um, and then again, we just try to have as much information in there for you to go to market with as possible.
Krista, I'd like to add in, we also have a very talented sales team. So if you know that what you're, or maybe you don't know, and you want to talk through your strategy that you are going to be marketing for this next coming month or the next next 3 months before, we should say, the 58 days. If you want to chat through that with one of our sales team, we can do that with you, and we might have some other pieces that might be beneficial for you too. So don't be afraid to give us a call, hop on, and let us toss around some ideas with you. Sometimes
Yeah,
it's fun that way too.
yeah. And we don't to add to that, Joel, we don't really have specific sales reps in-house assigned to different accounts. We're all happy to work with all of the accounts. So definitely feel free to tap into our sales team. And I also like to toss into that if you're seeing something on our website, but it's not quite what you're needing, you need it tailored a little bit, let us know. We can make that happen as well. Okay, and then our distributors section, again, password protected. This is where you're going to find, again, all of your, you can check your order status information, sample offerings, self-promos. You'll see the webinars in there. If you want to work with a multi-line rep, you can find your multi-line rep in there as well. So again, just tons and tons of marketing information for you to use as well. And then beyond the website, we do have many objectives here, but we are here to help make your job of promoting and offering quality, attractive, branded food gifts for your clients' marketing needs as easy as possible. As Joelle shared, absolutely feel free to call us, email us. We are here and we are eager to help you. Okay, so kind of jumping into what's new for this season. So we have new flavors. We have a new extra virgin olive oil gift crate, maple bourbon, toffee almonds, honey roasted mixed nuts, cayenne dill pickle pretzels, and then we have our new sweeter cards line, which I'm going to kind of get into just a little bit. And I hope you guys aren't too hungry. I'm starting to get there. My mouth is starting to water looking at some of these options. But let's.
Krista, I'm not sure if you've tried these fire sticks, but I think it was a husband and wife that started these fire sticks after having a party at their house, and somebody loved them so much that they started to
Oh,
market them. And I can tell you, like when I'm doing photography for the catalog,
mm-hmm.
I might break into a couple of those boxes. They're so delicious.
Oh, they're so good. And even Joelle being in this room, I know my camera's not working, but being in this room and everything behind me, all the food, my mouth is watering. Okay, so we are thrilled to have 3 wonderful sweeter cards options for you to choose from. So we have a chocolate sea salt caramel bar, which is absolutely to die for. It is phenomenal. And then it comes with the full color greeting card as the packaging. There's 2 different cookie options. Did I skip a slide? No, okay. There's 2 different cookie options. So there's a double sugar cookie option and then a singular sugar cookie option as well. And we can kind of jump into pricing if any questions pop up with that, Joelle. But they start at $6.58 on a C and go up from there. And then just to share a little bit about Sweeter Cards, so Stacy Stahl is the amazing founder of Sweeter Cards. She is the creative force behind this innovative product, and we couldn't be more excited to have her as part of the Maple Ridge Farms family. She couldn't be here with us today, but she is absolutely a valued member of our family now. So a little bit more here. Every inch of the packaging is fully customizable. So you can create it to be exactly what you want it to be. And I know our team and Stacy's team also have been doing a phenomenal job of doing the virtuals. And I've just seen some of them, and they are so creative, so fun and unique. So it's exciting to see that as well. Her chocolate is ethically sourced. They're woman founded, and they make their chocolate in St. Louis, Missouri. And then there's options again to individually ship or to bulk ship those items.
I want to talk about the chocolate for a second. You know, we
Yeah.
talk about dark chocolate, and I feel like for a large amount of people, like you say dark chocolate, they're like, I don't like it.
Yeah. Yep.
And dark chocolate's my favorite, but Stacy's presentation, she talked about just try the dark chocolate because once it mixes with the caramel that's
Mhm.
inside that chocolate bar, like it's an unbelievable flavor together.
Yes, it's phenomenal. And I wouldn't have known prior, like if she hadn't told us that it was dark chocolate, I wouldn't have known. Um,
It's that sweet. It's
yeah,
that sweet.
yeah, it's not a bitter dark chocolate by any means. It's very good.
And if you're having struggles, like we say that these are fully customizable.
Yep.
There's templates that you can use that we give you to help create the, if you have a great creative team, fantastic. If you need ideas, we have ideas. Stacy and her team can help with ideas, or there's simple switches that we can make to things. So the options of making this work for so many different uses, there's just so many options. It's
Yeah.
wonderful.
Yep.
The new one, it's a great piece.
And then to kind of go along with the virtuals, so virtual samples and storyboards are offered free of charge, and they are really a great stepping stone into showing your customers what you can offer them. So if your customer provides you with just something as simple as a budget of a gift that they're looking for, you can send that to our team. We'll pull items from our line specifically in that budget point, and that we think would work for the project. And then we can put together either just the virtuals with their logo on them or the storyboard presentation, which would include things like end user friendly pricing, a description, plus the virtual. Um, and then we can send that to you to then send to your customer. And then we also have the option on those storyboards to put your contact information, your logo, again, promoting that you are their #1 source for gourmet branded food gifts. And then the easiest way to sell Maple Ridge Farms is to allow your client the pure enjoyment of tasting the gift, seeing the packaging, seeing their logo on the gift. So spec and random samples are currently 50% off through the end of October, which will be here way sooner than we think, but we still have a couple weeks here to take advantage of those samples and hopefully to still generate some holiday gifting sales. And
And
then when
remember,
sending out a gourmet gift of your own, please don't be shy of sharing that you are their #1 source of decadent branded food gifts. Just because they are the recipients, they don't always draw the line together that they can get, that you can get your hands on this for them. So too many times, stories have been told from distributors that one of their clients who gifted them, some sort of food gift, oftentimes lacking quality, presentation, and a lot of times even branding. So sometimes it can come with even, the big box company with their logo on there. So there's no, tie to their brand legacy. So our current self-promotion offering is 20% off EQP through the end of October. And then you can place those orders now and have them shipped as late as December 2nd. So if you're wanting to use the self-promotion, kind of as a holiday gift or, an entry into the food gifting program business, certainly feel free to use this as that opportunity. And then you can even have them shipped at the beginning of December to kind of, jumpstart those holiday gifts as well.
Krista, another great idea is customers, I mean, they're using the self promotion as an order to get into your customers' hands. Remember
Yep.
those customers that you're not sure if they're buying food for the holidays?
Mm-hmm.
Or even though they are buying food, it might not be from you.
Yep.
Send them a gift now. Send them a gift right now, just thanking them for their business and early, like who doesn't love an early Christmas gift? I mean, you can send me Christmas gifts now. I would love it. So send them an early gift now in appreciation.
Mhm.
Your gift will stand out, right?
Mhm.
Because it's being received before the holidays. And you're also touching them with a delicious food gift, leaving a memorable thought, and the idea of gourmet food gifts for their holiday gifts. So you're kind of hitting on two different topics.
Yeah. And then we do have another promotion currently running that is an early order discount incentive that you can offer to your customers. So it'd be 10% off gifts that are $15 on a C and up. And then again, we can ship as late as December 2nd. So you could use that self-promotion if you wanted to, and then use this 10% for your client's order as an incentive to, hey, get your order in now. We'll ship it 12/2, and those can be your holiday gifts. And it's really as simple as that. They really don't have to think any further. They can get their order in now, and then, I don't know, that's almost 2 months away, have their gift shipped, and then have that ease and relaxation as much as we can get during the holiday time, knowing that their holiday gift program is already handled. Okay, so that was a lot of information to throw at you guys, but thank you all for your time this morning. We value and appreciate you all being here. And with that, we do have a bit of time for some Q&A. So Joelle, what questions can we help with this morning?
All right, Krista, here's a great one. Gourmet food gifts. What is our current production time?
Mm-hmm. So for bulk shipments, it would be 5 business days from the receipt of a complete order. So it'd be things like proof approval, if there's any questions that need resolution on the order. And then for gifts that are shipping to multiple locations, it'd be 10 business days from the receipt of a complete order as well.
Okay, and here is one that I can help answer as well too.
Mhm.
With the current strike at the ports, is there any concern with products being stuck? So I just want to reassure everybody that Maple Ridge Farm secures gift packaging well in advance. So
Mhm.
everything is already at our factory. There's no need to worry about the port closures or product availability for Maple Ridge Farms products. We're fully stocked and ready for this holiday season.
Yes. Thank you, Joelle.
Yes. Krista, can you just chat a little bit more on virtual spec samples?
Yeah, so just kind of how they work.
Yeah, how they work
Yeah,
and how quickly they can get a virtual if they're looking
for
for
sure.
one.
For sure, yeah. So depending on what your client is needing, so again, if they send you any sort of information on it, great. If not, and you're just kind of wanting to introduce the idea to them, we can put together any virtuals or a lookbook of best-selling items, things like that. And then all that we would need would be a logo, so a virtual file. Um, and then typically, we can turn virtuals depending on what time of day we get them in, same day. Typically within 24 hours, we can have those done and back to customers.
All right, Krista, another one is about our social media. Like, what type of social media does Maple Ridge Farms have available? So if you go to mapleridge.com and click on sales tools in the upper right-hand corner, you'll see that screen Krista showed you with like, I think there was like 12, it's a quadrant and there's 12 different things to click on. So we have a lot of information. Um, our website is end user safe. So some of the things we don't put on there would be like information regarding that 10% off
Yeah.
because that's a special offer. So if you're looking for social media or email templates or anything in regards to like that 10% off, reach out
Mhm.
to our customer service staff and they can email over those special 10% off social media posts or emails as well. But we do have that already made ahead of time, so it's ready to go. So just reach out, give us a call, 800-477-5577, and anybody in our customer service sales team can help with that.
Yeah, for sure.
Again, that digital 10% off, yes, we can get you a digital version of that as well. So reach out to our staff and we can help you get that. In regards to company stores and pop-up shops, there was a question if we have some pre-made shops available. And we do already have some pre-made shops available with commonsku as well as OMG. So you can reach out to them or reach out to our staff and we can help you with that as well. Our webinar next Tuesday is going to cover everything company stores
Yes.
and pop-up shops. So if that would be helpful as well, please register for that webinar.
Mhm.
I believe we might even have pop-in guest speakers from OMG as well as commonsku. So that's going to be exciting for
Very cool.
their help too.
And then, Joelle, can you just share what's going to be shared in the follow-up email from this webinar?
Yeah, everything that's Krista's discussed, which is a lot of information. We
Yeah.
completely understand that. You're gonna get the recording, you're gonna get all of the links to the materials discussed. We'll throw in some of the links to the 10% marketing materials, if that would be beneficial.
Mhm.
And if there's anything else you want, reach out to us or shoot it in the questions and answers right now, and I'll be sure to include all that information too. Here's a question. Let's see. Sweeter cards. Order still. So Sweeter Cards is just another product in Maple Ridge Farms line. Like we have taken Sweeter Cards into Maple Ridge Farms. It is another sweet piece that you can offer to your clients. And I guess I'm not sure the complete question that she's looking for is, are you able to pair up a charcuterie with a Sweeter card? Yes. Are you able to send just a Sweeter card? Yes, and that's just going to be with Maple Ridge Farms.
Mhm.
I'm going to send in the follow-up a complete Sweeter Cards recording if you want. We did a webinar with Sweeter Cards like 2 weeks ago, but
Yeah.
that was a great webinar for everybody to get their toes wet and listen to Stacy and Jody talk about Sweeter Cards and Maple Ridge Farms. Krista, do we have gluten-free options?
We do, yeah. So I don't think that's something that we have fully published like as a category as itself on our website, but with any option that you're looking at on our website, it would say in the specifications of the item or the description of the item that it's gluten-free. But we can also send you a list of all of the items that we have in our line that are completely gluten-free. So I think that was from Steven. Steven, if you can drop your email into the chat and then I can send over a list of all of our gluten-free options as well.
Krista, can you go over some of the best-selling gifts?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like trivia. So we have a we have a complete list on our website too. I don't actually have it in front of me, unfortunately. But so best-selling tower. So we have our SN 1602, which is the huge tower. So that one remains on the top selling list. And then I can send over more specific like item numbers as well. Otherwise, things like our charcuterie boards are still a hot seller. Our cinnamon walnut coffee cake is phenomenal. And that's something that I don't travel, but I know that our travel team always says that, people come looking specifically for that cinnamon walnut coffee cake at our booth, at any show that we're at. And then obviously our chocolate items, so things like our chocolate covered almonds, the dark chocolate caramels, which those are my favorite personally, and our English butter toffee that people also come searching for at any show that we're at too.
Yeah, so it's like, what is the best selling? I mean, don't ask me because I'm probably going to say dark chocolate, but no.
Yeah.
We have a list of best sellers, and I'll
Yes.
send that in the follow-up email as well.
Yep.
There's certain best sellers by price range.
Yep.
Gift towers and then charcuterie boards. So it's got 25 top best sellers, so there's
Yeah.
enough for everybody to choose from.
Yep.
Let's see. Thank you. Thank you for coming, everybody.
Yes. Thank you.
It looks like that wraps up questions. Any others that were not caught at the end, I apologize. We'll get back to you personally via email. So Krista, thank you.
Yes. Thank you, Joelle.
Everybody, thank you for coming, and we will get back to you later this afternoon with all the great details.
Thank you, everybody.